私がついてる。This ends now.
Barrage incoming. Messy, but we got it done.
Hey.
All according.
Look, don't judge.
The thing about Overwatch 2 is that whatever I say about it right now, well, I'm going to please some people and make everybody else potentially very angry. Being free to play, the question really is about what you want out of a quasi-sequel to one of the best shooters of the modern era. What Overwatch 2 gives me, however, is exactly what I wanted. And I say quasi-sequel because everything about how the launch of Overwatch 2 has been handled has been peculiar. From misunderstandings about the battle pass to how ranked matches are going to work, how to upgrade from the original game to the sequel, and pretty much everything in between. So let's be clear about this. This new game is a replacement for the original. That 2016 game is gone and dead, there's no way to play it, this is the new hotness, like it or lump it. That said, the excitement and enjoyment I have had with Overwatch 2 is exactly how I remembered the first game when it launched. That new feeling, the want to experiment with the heroes and to stay up late playing with teams. Yes, it's teams of 5 now, but honestly, along with the new maps, heroes and old hero tweaks, it feels exactly like what the game needed to become fresh again. Even the new push mode feels exciting and just a bit different, requiring you to fight for a control of a robot and attempt to get the most distance pushed in order to win a round. But let's start with Kiriko, who is a fascinating new character. She feels like the definition of a high skill ceiling character, with high damage output possible, great healing, but all timed in a way to require a certain level of mastery to make her properly viable. She could in fact end up being tweaked further, who knows, but right now she gives me the feeling that Mercy did way back when the game first launched. And while some heroes like Baptiste will feel like they need tweaking a little bit because he's still a beast, no question, others feel refreshed again. Bastion's new mobile tank ability means he might get played again, and God forbid you might even end up with the original combo of a Bastion and Mercy rushing in on fools, one boosting the other. Roadhog is a menace with his huge 700 HP stat and requires some teamwork to take down quickly before he renders too much damage done. Sombra feels buffed and as though she's a major offensive option now, combining stealth and hacking with large damage for satisfying outcomes and able to hack during stealth without removing the stealth. Cassidy has had his flashbang removed, Doomfist is now a tank with almost double the health pool, move changes made and more, Junker Queen has had her shout radius drop from the beta, while heroes like Hanzo, Lucio, Tracer and many others have barely been changed at all. As one of the best Overwatch players I know said, however, if you change Tracer, she's really not Tracer anymore. Mei has received a massive change, with her freeze ability now a constant slow instead, but with higher damage output. She's still viable, but she's different, and that's the rub really. So much has changed, but so much has stayed the same. I picked up Reinhardt and it was like I'd never stopped playing as him, yet there are tweaks under the hood that, at a glance, you might not even notice. And listing all of the changes here is folly, but the point is that this might feel similar at times, but it's not the same. Not really. The 5v5 dynamic changes matches dramatically, as does the switch to only allowing one tank per team of 5. The new maps are great, the reworked map's terrific too. There's a plethora of voice lines which almost feel designed to remind you that this is something new. When Soldier 76 says I've got you in my sights, but it sounds different, it's like a sense of something being off. It takes some time to get used to, for sure. So what's not to love then? Well, the Battle Pass is going to annoy some, there's no question about it. Should you decide to pay for the premium tier, you'll get Kiriko right away. That's great, and it means you're up on the meta with access to every hero. On the other hand, if you don't want to drop any cash on Overwatch 2 at all, you might need to boost some levels to unlock things. And let me tell you, even winning matches with the premium XP boost on, it can take some time. And I'm torn on this, in truth. Part of me doesn't begrudge the developer trying to monetize in this way given how many hours I played the original for, but part of me thinks this could have been a non-free-to-play game and it could have somehow preempted any arguments about that battle pass. Perhaps the blow will feel softened when the PvE content arrives sometime in 2023, but that's just a guessing game right now. I will say that the Battle Pass feels more worthwhile than that old system of just levelling up, getting a loot box and hoping. You can see what you're grinding towards here, whether it's a skin, voice line, emote or whatever. Add into the fact that there are multiple challenges in all sorts of disciplines to complete every day and you're always playing towards something outside of just getting the win. What I do object to, though, is in-game store exclusives that are only purchasable with real money. During the review process there was, and probably still is, a stunning Doomfist skin on offer, but the only way to get it is to shell out real money. Now, despite having Overwatch coins to spend on items, these are store exclusives. Now, maybe they'll show up again in the Battle Pass, or to be paid for with coins, not money. And again, maybe you won't mind dropping a few quid here and there as a thank you for the hours you get out of it. But regardless, it irked me having a balance that I couldn't spend on a thing I wanted, with the only way to get it, to drop more money into Blizzard's pocket. Competitive play appears to take cues from Blizzard of old and reminds me of how StarCraft handled things a little bit. Rather than that singular rank, there are sub-tiers within them now, almost like leagues, with bronze being lowest and then going all the way up. There are still arcade games, optional deathmatch modes, and all the extras you'd expect. As a whole, Overwatch 2 does feel pretty premium, even if it is free to play. But all of this just leads me back to that original point. What do you want from a sequel? The elation and addictive nature of those early days are back for me. Every round felt exciting with new heroes to master and my old favourites tweaked, like an old friend coming back with a new haircut that you can't quite get used to, but you eventually will, and you'll wonder why it ever annoyed you in the first place. The simple truth is that Overwatch 2 plays brilliantly. It is a wonderful shooter, full of depth with unique heroes to master, maps to learn, and hours of your life to lose all over again. But some people do just hate change, admittedly. But to those people I ask you, have you ever wondered what the first person to add cheese to a burger felt like? Go in with an open mind. Preconceptions be damned. Overwatch 2 is one hell of a game. That's why we're giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Hey, Adam from GodIsAGeek.com here. Hope you enjoyed my video review of Overwatch 2. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it at various stages for the beta and over the last couple of weeks for the review build. If you did enjoy this review, then do click the subscribe button. We really do appreciate that. And hey, if you don't want to, that's fine, but do leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about Overwatch 2 and what you're going to be doing. Will you be jumping in? Will you be on console, on PCs? Crossplay's coming, so, you know, it's going to be a way we can all play together. And also, as I say, subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified of the next video review or preview or podcast or whatever. And you can go to GodIsAGeek.com for all of your gaming needs. And if you really feel like it, you can drop a super thanks and just, you know, give us a bit of a bonus, because we always appreciate that. Or go to patreon.com and join our community. That's patreon.com/GodIsAGeek, where there's a lovely Discord full of really nice people who love chatting about games without some of the usual bullshit you'll get elsewhere. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.